Hello viewers, I'm in the Philippines and today we are discovering the past, the present and the future of the most iconic vehicle here. If you're asked to choose one thing to represent the Philippines, that would probably be the Jeepney. They are called King of the Road, transporting thousands of people every day. Born from the classic American wheeled Jeep, they are completely custom built to handle the busy streets here. When American troops began to leave the Philippines at the end of World War II, hundreds of surplus Jeeps were sold or given to the Filipinos. The Jeeps were modified, adding metal roofs and decorated in vibrant colors, with chrome-plated ornaments on the side and the hood. The back part was also reconfigured with two long parallel benches to allow the passenger to sit. During its history, the Jeepney has evolved and different types started to appear in different parts of the country, like here in Cebu, where the multicab are the most common Jeepney. Multicabs are coming from surplus key truck from Japan. Multicabs is actually the name of a company in Cebu, and this has developed into an industry. Cebu export multicabs not just to the rest of the Philippines, but also to other parts of the world. In Malolos, a small city north of Manila, you can easily spot short jeepneys, shorter than the original ones, and are used to transport a few passengers along short routes. These are called karati, which can be translated in place nearby. Another type of jeepney rules the road of Davao in the south of the Philippines. They are known as uzo-uzo, and the design of these jeepneys is very different from the traditional one. They have modern body design, lower ride height, and equipped with powerful stereo and powerful engines. There was one manufacturer that flourished among the others and helped the Jeepney become so popular, and this is Sarao Motors. The company was started only with 700 pesos in 1953 by Leonardo Sarao and grown to a multi-million pesos business. In 1964, a Sarao Jeepney was exhibited at the Philippine Pavilion at the New York World's Fair as a national image for Filipinos. Traditional jeepneys are about to disappear, and this might be the last chance to ride one. Yes, because the Department of Transportation in 2017 launched the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program with the goal of making the country's public transportation system efficient and environmentally friendly. But this modernization program is far from being perfect, and we will talk about that later. We are now back at Sarao Motor where something unexpected happened to me. I met LJ Sarao, which is the grandson of Leonardo Sarao, the founder. And listen carefully until the end because he toured me in the factory and he told me a lot of interesting stuff about the jeepneys and the future of the company.
My grandfather, along with a lot of other Filipinos back in the day, they converted that Jeep into something longer which could carry more passengers. Hence, the Jeepney. So let me show you one of our earliest models. It's a 1955 Jeepney. It's that red one, the middle.
Oh, the red one.
So that's an original body 1955 Jeepney. However, the engine is different already. It has a Isuzu diesel engine now. But back in the day, they used the engines from the Willys, which is a carbureted gasoline engine. So it's going to be hard to get parts for those.
Yeah.
So we swapped into a rather newer engine. Well, that's engine from the 80s. So then this is the 70s Jeepney. It got longer and longer. The blue one is the 80s model. So yeah, it's still the same concept for our public utility Jeepneys. Everything here is handmade until today. Just like how Ferrari started. Yeah. They did everything, even the engine was handmade. But now, in modern times, thankfully Ferrari got modernized.
Yes.
Us, we're still stuck in that prehistoric era. So yeah, I'll show you around the body shop. So the government, they imposed this modernization program.
Okay.
So this is the traditional Jeepney, as we call it. They call it unsafe. They call it not environmental friendly because of the smoke, and dangerous. So they asked if we can manufacture a modern Jeepney which can cater people standing up. Can it be an EV? So this was our answer to it. So this was done in 2017.
2017.
So this is like old 2017 technology for EV, so it's kind of obsolete by now.
Yeah.
So the one we're developing now is going to be a lot more efficient and stronger. But yeah, back in 2017, it was nice having an EV as a for a Jeepney. So yeah, it's a lot safer now because Jeepneys, when you go down from the back and cross the road, you can get hit by oncoming traffic, which happens a lot, sadly. So now ingress and egress is now at the side. And it's a lot easier for the driver to take track of who's paying or not because they have to go out beside the driver.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing in the Philippines.
Yeah, they don't pay.
They don't pay. They call it 1, 2, 3. They hop on, they pretend to pay, they hop out. So yeah, that can be avoided. Now we have like contactless payment. So you just have to have a beep card, like the ones in the buses in Japan.
Yeah.
So you just beep, and you're good. So yeah, this is like our take on the modernized Jeep. So aside from Jeepneys, we also have customers who want something different. Because back in the day, we had like tramvillas.
Yeah, it's like the one
San
that's
Francisco.
similar to the one in Intramuros. I saw a couple of
Intramuros,
them.
yeah. The blue one in Intramuros, we also made that one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
This one's just red because the client wanted it to be red. So anyway, yeah, we do anything that involves metal fabrication here. So this, on the other hand, is a take of the modern Jeepney. However, it retains the traditional look of those old Jeepneys. Because when we made that, people were like, hey, it doesn't look like a Jeepney anymore. It looks like a bus.
Yeah.
So in turn, we're developing this one. So it's going to be a whole new platform on this one. So yeah, the workshop, this used to be really busy back in the 80s. We used to manufacture like 50 units in a month.
Wow.
Now, with the new program and the Jeepneys prices are skyrocketing, for the public utility Jeepneys, we have sold 0.
Zero, so nobody's...
Because it's expensive, and then the law is kind of vague. So they're worried if they purchase a Jeepney, maybe down the road, they won't be allowed to use it anymore. So this is all the heavy machinery that we have like through the years. The Jeepney starts here from the chassis area. So here's the big hole press for the chassis where it has like templates over there.
Oh yeah.
But steel sheets get bended into those C channels over here. And then they get brought over to the chassis jig over there. They get aligned there, welded on. Then that is the final product. So if you can see, those are the prehistoric welding machines over there.
Yeah, wow.
Nowadays, you can have like a portable one where you can carry with you. This one, I don't think anyone could steal this. We have a mobile bar Jeepney over there, the Hennessy Jeepney. We can take a peek inside.
It's a big...
So yeah, basically this one is like a mobile bar inside, where you can have a couch at the back, so you can like relax and everything.
That's cool.
Apparently it's locked. So this one's actually owned by Hennessy, the drink manufacturer itself.
Oh, that's cool. And he ordered that.
Yeah, they ordered it and they parked it here. So they used it for the opening of the NBA, so that's why there's a backboard over there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, basically it's like a fun bus. You can get drunk, it has air conditioning, you're good.
Which engine is installed in this? Still Isuzu?
Yeah, Isuzu. It's a newer Isuzu engine. This one's actually brand new.
Oh, okay.
It's a 4HF1 engine. 3! There we go.
Oh, okay, yes.
So that's rather newer compared to the other older diesels here. It's also stronger.
Yeah. Thank you, LJ Sarao, for this fantastic tour. And also thank you to our friend. So the Jeepney usually follow set routes. They gather all together into a terminal like this one. The driver then does his route collecting passengers, dropping them off all the way to the end of the line, where he turns around and does the same all the way back. So how do you catch a ride on a Jeepney? It's simple. Stand on the side of the road, flag one down and hop in. Just make sure that you're taking the one going in your direction. This
Yes, sir, so good. Kami 50.
Thank you. Salamat po. Parking bayad.
Bayad ang kuya. Tapos ito po bayad na.
Pwede, sono tutti collaborativi.
Dalawa po eh. Pillar and...
let's go back and see what's the jeepney etiquette. As soon as you enter, walk all the way down to allow other passengers to sit. You can pay the driver directly, or if you're too far from him, you can pass the money to the other passengers. Remember to say bayad po, which is like saying, here's the money, together with the number of passengers and where you're heading. Collect the change and enjoy the ride. To stop the jeepney, tap a coin on the handrail saying para po. Make sure you're not asking the driver to stop in a dangerous situation.
And here it comes the first problem.
Apart from terminal and few other options, jeepney don't have designated stops, so you can easily see a jeepney cut into the traffic to let passengers in and out, sometimes with reckless maneuvers that can cause accident or build up the already awful traffic.
Well, the second problem of the jeepneys is that they emit an incredible amount of exhaust gases, and that seeps into the cabin and on the road, which are already extremely polluted.
Most of the traditional jeepneys use diesel engine. Typically, an overhaul is also 4-cylinder with 3.3 liters of displacement, without turbo. And this is what makes this engine indestructible, but also is the reason why they've never been upgraded, and in most of the cases, they are also running without any exhaust treatments. A lot of old jeepneys are also in bad condition and not roadworthy anymore. With broken parts, brakes about to fail, and safety is often an option.
I'm on my way this morning to meet a jeepney driver so we can ask him some questions and understand more his perspective as a driver. How long have you been owning this?
Sa Cebu City, almost 10 years.
10 years
Oh,
in
10
Cebu
years
City.
Cebu City.
Yeah. Sa
10
una,
years.
Sa Maynila, PUG lang pa rin, gihapon. Mga 6 years.
And here in Cebu, you always rode this route?
Ang una na kong ruta, Talamban. 13C, Talamban Road, to Colon. 6 years, apas, lahog.
here.
Wow, that's a lot. Always during the night.
O, paggabi.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Is
His
it,
schedule is night.
it's not harder to find passengers during the night?
Di man lisod kay IT man mga call center.
IT Park, it's an area of Cebu where a lot of companies are located, and among them there are outsourcing companies working with Europe and the USA. So it's not uncommon for people working during the night to match with the time zone.
Why did you decide to become a jeepney driver?
Mauro yun nakayanan sa kuan. Sa trabaho kay kung ang grado na to, hindi ka tagbukid.
Wala.
O ay kung mag-elementary.
Okay. And do you like it?
Pero sa college ginupod, pero kinira kong gidriban. Makasuporta ba ko sa pag-eskwela, nakahuman ang rudo.
And do you like to be a jeepney driver?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's very proud of me.
Single father na.
Single father.
Oh. 2017.
And what are the hard part of the job?
Gamitan ng utok. Sinsiyo, kulita, asa kadapit na. Sa tanan driver, ang mahimo kong driver, ang pinakalisod ng mga drive, PUG.
Is there-
Okay naman ang bus. May konduktor ko naman. Kung PUG, ikaw lang mag-isa.
Oh,
Tama ka sa clutch, tama ka sa preno. Gamit mong utok para sa pamlite.
Yeah.
Asa naog,
Yeah, I understand.
asa ang gikan. Kinibigo, lahi manggon ni dire. Kay dili man ni minimum. Kulon to apas, 19. Apas to CUP, minimum pair na siya. 13 pesos.
so
Napay yung muparol kalit. Tanaw sa kasaniro, signal ta kay arong naon ni mo, gidi may go ni mo. Daplin. Kami mga PUG driver, okay ra sa mo mag-make up me. Pero pag panaog, dili okay sa pasahero nga basta sa naog, amo yun ang gikos. Kilig kay sa oras ang maaksidente ka.
Safety purpose.
Safety ang mga kaya kami, kung gusto nimo kuha po pasahero, bisag asa dapit. Tanda lang may daan sa naro, na ba yung manakupay, amo nang kuhaon. Para sa ating makakwarta. Kaya nag-abangon me.
What do you think about the phase out?
Wala siguro yung isaw na. Huwag na siguro. Kaya ang akong operator, sige pa magpamalit nga na. Tradisyonan. Wadyo ko yun na idea ng phase out ba nag-iunsa na ako nag-drive lang. Pero sa una na akong murag mo siguro phase out kayo. Namalit akong operator, dilisan siya mo palit na ang sakyanan, why ka mo yung franchise. Parang iyaman siguro ning pag-phase out man uunsa di. Pakuha siya ang mga modern. Katong kini-franchise ni transfer sa
But if there's a phase out, would you mo drive kag modern jeep? Ano si plano na?
wa na jud mo drive na jud og modern jeep kay kung sa modern jeep god dagan na kay nang buhat ko dere dagan kanang nagdagan mga latras ko dere. Ang operator na ang singana manager ba na nila. Operator na sa una kailan ako. Sa una pa lang wala pang pandemic ikuha na ko nila diya. Pero murag di na ko kaya pang adlaw man.
So you wanna retire?
Kung pang adlaw sila inadlaw man po ng bayan.
Dilim ka na pareho.
Di pre ani. Kay kung mukayo pag tama ginawa ni kaya man yung kita ang 2,000 ang adlaw ani.
How much do you is your profit? Pila mong malimpyo?
Dato lagi.
Lagi ang kung magkugi lang ka tinsakay naadyo kay makuha ng mga mababa na ng mga 1.5.
You wanna take a video game driving or it's okay na?
If you can.
Sir, hindi mo mga rin para Sarao.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys,
Nice meeting you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Send us the
Thank you, Miguelito. The new Jeepneys promise less pollution, better safety, air conditioning, and more passenger capacity. Plus, with pit stop and a better routes planning, they could transform the Philippines' transport infrastructure for the better. But as many big changes, the reality is more complicated. Most Jeepney drivers are independent operators. They own their own Jeepney. And without any financial help, it's nearly impossible for them to purchase a modernized Jeepney. An efficient public transportation system is one of the pillars for the development of a country. Modernization is necessary, but in this case, it's not implemented in the right way. You can't simply ask a driver to sell their old Jeepney and buy a modernized one that in most of the cases costs 4 or 5 times more. This transition needs also to be appealing. If an old driver is earning more with their own Jeepney, they won't sell it and join a cooperative where they make less. Okay, while cooperatives may offer better working conditions because you have modernized Jeepney with air conditioning, more comfortable, with maybe a contractor that will check the people who pays, drivers like Miguelito still have families to support. Many Jeepney drivers are also 60 or older, and cooperatives will unlikely hire them. So what happens to them? Modernization isn't just about the vehicles, infrastructure plays also a crucial role. There should be designated stops where the passenger can wait safely, and also the jeepneys can stop without causing disruption. Fares will also rise, and some people can even afford the current ones. This could be addressed by offering subscription or discount to low-income passengers. Lastly, the new jeepneys look nothing like the traditional ones, but progress is inevitable. Just like London's iconic red buses, the double-decker buses, which have evolved over time, some old jeepneys could still be preserved for example, tourist routes, similar to what happened in Warsaw with this tram and bus that follow tourist routes. I would love to hear about your experience and what you think, so comment down below, and if you came up to this point, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.